January 29, 2024, Elon Musk announced that Neuralink had successfully implanted a brain-computer interface device the company named Telepathy in a human on the day prior, and that the patient was recovering from the surgery. On February 20th, Musk stated that Neuralink's first human trial participant had been able to control a computer mouse through thought.
Musk makes some very cool things. This, in my opinion, is the coolest.
Time as a physician, I'll be able to use this type of technology to help my patients, and I cannot wait.
You can search the internet with your brain or order food just with your thoughts.
Experts warn much more testing and research is needed before any kind of widespread use of these devices.
The future is going to be us looking at each other and downloading each other's thoughts.
With power comes great responsibility, and we are not sure it's a word that Elon Musk understands.
Welcome to Nexus News, and today we'll be talking about how Neuralink will transform the world. But before getting into details, sticking electrodes into brain tissue is really nothing new. In the 1960s and 70s, electrical stimulation was used to trigger or suppress aggressive behavior in cats. By the early 2000s, monkeys were being trained to move a cursor around a computer screen using just their thoughts. Neuralink is one of a growing number of companies and university departments attempting to refine and ultimately commercialize this technology. The focus, at least to start with, is on paralysis and the treatment of complex neurological conditions. The human brain is home to around 86 billion neurons, nerve cells connected to one another by synapses. Every time we want to move, feel, or think, a tiny electrical impulse is generated and sent incredibly quickly from one neuron to another. Scientists have developed devices which can detect some of these signals, either using a non-invasive cap placed on the head or wires implanted into the brain itself. The technology known as Brain-Computer Interface, or BCI, is where many millions of dollars of research funding appears to be heading at the moment. Neuralink's device, about the size of a coin, is inserted in the skull with microscopic wires which can read neuron activity and beam back a wireless signal to a receiving unit. The company has run trials in pigs and claimed that monkeys can play a basic version of the video game Pong. It received approval from the US Food and Drug Administration for human trials in May 2023. One of its main rivals, a startup called Synchron, backed by funding from investment firms controlled by Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, has already implanted its stent-like device into 10 patients. But for Elon Musk, solving brain and spinal injuries is just the first step for Neuralink. The longer-term goal is human-AI symbiosis, something he describes as species-level important. The real trick will be developing a system which can interpret or translate the signals coming from the brain with a far greater level of accuracy. If and when that happens, humans may be able to communicate with computers and other electronic devices in a way that is difficult to comprehend today. Imagine being able to order a takeaway with your thoughts, or search the internet, or translate one language to another immediately in your head just by thinking about it. Musk himself has already talked about a future where his device could allow people to communicate with a phone or computer faster than a speed typist or auctioneer. In the past, he has even said saving and replaying memories may be possible, although he recognized this is sounding increasingly like a Black Mirror episode.
You lose memory, and this could help you with, restoring your memory.
But for now, let's just stay in the present. How many ways can the current technology help us? Musk said Neuralink's first product would be aptly named Telepathy. This enables control of your phone or computer, and through them almost any device just by thinking, the billionaire said. Initial users will be those who have lost use of their limbs. The idea of connecting the human brain up to a machine is not new. In the 90s, scientists began testing electrode implants in human brains, but the technology is moving on rapidly. Computer chips have shrunk to microscopic proportions, while artificial intelligence software has made it possible to better interpret the signals from human brains. Musk has claimed another future use for Neuralink could be to give sight to those with impaired vision. He dubbed the technology blind sight. The Tesla chief executive said the implant could beam direct vision to the brain by stimulating the visual parts of the cortex, creating a mental image of the world before the patient. Other scientists have already achieved similar feats in clinical trials. In 2021, researchers at Miguel Hernández University in Spain revealed they had attached a chip to the visual cortex of a retired teacher, Berna Gomez, which was then connected to a pair of glasses with a video camera. She was able to discern several letters of the alphabet and play a basic game. In 2021, Musk predicted that Neuralink would be able to restore full body functionality to someone who has a spinal cord injury. While Neuralink has not released any evidence to support this ambition, other scientists have made breakthroughs. Last year, a Dutch man, Geert-Jan Oxum, who had been paralyzed in a cycling accident, was fitted with a brain implant that wirelessly communicated with a second implant in his spine, allowing him to walk again. Musk has also speculated that brain implants could be used to control epileptic seizures. During an epileptic episode, the neurons in the brain fire abnormal bursts of signals, causing a seizure. Scientists have been experimenting with whether brain implants can either predict these signals, allowing patients to prevent oncoming fit with drugs, or even counteract them entirely using electrical pulses. Playing video games is another feat the technology has achieved in the past. During one of its early demonstrations of Neuralink's technology, the company showed off a monkey playing the video game Pong using its brain signals. The monkey had been taught to play the game with a joystick, being rewarded with fruit juice. The joystick was then taken away, and the monkey was able to think about playing the game instead. Humans have achieved similar feats. In 2004, Matthew Nagel, a Massachusetts man who had been left paralyzed after a stabbing, was able to play the game using a machine linked to his brain, although the device was very bulky and invasive. Among Musk's more speculative and entirely unproven claims are that Neuralink could be used to enhance human memory. In a video from 2020, Musk claimed,
In the future, you'll be able to save and replay memories.
The entrepreneur has also speculated that brain implants could allow humans to communicate using only their thoughts. Speaking to the podcaster Joe Rogan, he claimed,
You wouldn't need to talk.
The most outlandish of Musk's claims about Neuralink is that connecting the human brain to computers and the internet will help stave off a potential AI apocalypse. In 2019, the billionaire went so far as to claim brain interfaces will allow a merging with AI so humans can achieve symbiosis with artificial intelligence. He claims this will allow humans to increase their cognitive abilities to superhuman levels, on a par with futuristic AI. That is some way from his more palatable goal of helping people with severe disabilities, and not one likely to be approved by regulators for a human trial. One thing that almost every expert in the field agrees on is that this kind of cutting-edge technology is decades away, at best from a high-street brain surgeon near you. Musk as well has suggested that the ultimate goal is not to speed up your takeaway order, but to better protect humanity from the risks of AI, something he has described in the past as an existential threat. By better combining human and computer brains, we're less likely to be left behind as a species. With a high bandwidth, brain-machine interface, we can actually go along for the ride. Neuralink promises to revolutionize the world by bridging the gap between humans and technology. This groundbreaking innovation has the potential to enhance cognitive abilities, restore lost functionalities, and pave the way for new medical treatments. As we stand on the brink of a neural revolution, the future holds exciting possibilities. With Neuralink, we are not just imagining the future, we're actively creating it, ushering in a new era of human potential. And in the hope of a better world, it's time for us to call it a day. But we do hope that you liked the video and found it informative. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click the bell icon. Your valuable suggestions are very important to us, so do post them in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video.